Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I will discuss about how can add some of the data in your local storage, how can update this data, how can delete this data. Okay, step by step everything I will cover. And make that sure you understand this section because that is very much important that you should know. Okay, like first of all I want to access our local storage. So if you want to access this local storage in your console, into this console, because that is one of the window object. So I want to run with this window. Okay, that is a window, and if you now click as a enter, now you can see it's now display everything, and here you will get that as a local storage. You can see there is a local storage. So if you want to now access this local storage, you can actually access it by the window. Okay, I want to minimize it. I want to minimize it. I simply minimize it, and here I want to access it with the window. Okay, there is a window and then dot local storage. Okay, so now you can see it's now if you click as enter, it's now displays the storage length as a 0. So right now I don't have any data. For the reasons it's now display as a Windows storage 0. You can also directly use it as a local storage because window is the global, right? So now let's I want to insert some of the data. If you now go to our index, I make it as a clean right now, and I want to access our local storage, so that will be as a local storage. Okay, so with this keyword, now you can see they have some of the method, like they have some of the method as a set item method, which will be very important because with this we can able to insert some of the data in our this local storage area. And also there is another method as a remove item, and then the get item for get all the data. Okay, now first of all I want to run out this method as a set item method. So into this set item method, there will be pass 2 of this parameter. Okay, here if you put your cursor, you can see it will be pass 2 of this parameter as a key, and that is a value, and both of these will be as a string type. You can see there is a key as a string type, and value also will be as a string type. So now I want to add some of the key. I just name it as a name. Okay, here I pass on the string value as a name, and also want to pass another one as a Aryan. Okay, that is another string type. I hope friend you get some of the idea. And now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, okay, I make it as a refresh, and here if you now go to that Windows again, that means the window and then the local storage, local storage. If you go to that local storage, and into this local storage right now you can see they have the one length, right? The length as a 1. That means right now they have the one data, and that is our name, that is our key, and that is our value, and both of these as a string value. And if you want to pass on the numeric data, like here I copy it, okay, copy it, and then here I paste it. I pass another one as a age, and age I make it as a number type as a 40 or 50. Okay, I make it as a 50. And now that will be another string type. Here I pass it as a numeric value, but it should be changed. If you now go, and I want to make it as a clean, and now refresh it, and now I want to access that again, window, that is a window, and then the local storage, click as enter. Now you can see right now there is a length as a 2, right? That is a 2 length, and there is a age. I can see it's now display with the string type. As I told you, our key will be as a string, and also value will be as a string. Right now there is age, and name is visible, and length as a 2. So friend, here right now we are able to add this data, right? We are able to add this data with using that set item method. And now I want to get a specific some of the key value data. So if you want to get that specific key value data, then there have the another method. I show you here. Then we have to do better. I take one of the constant variable. I make it as a age. Okay, I want to get that our age value data, so that will be in your local storage. Into the local storage, then there is another method as a get item method. So with this get item method, we are able to get this data. I want to get which things. I want to get that age. Okay, for education purpose, I want to get that our age key value data. And now if you want to check it, you can check it with the console. Okay, console, and there is a console log, and with this console log I want to access our age. Okay, that means right now that will be print our age. If you now click as a save all, now go there, now refresh it. Okay, refresh it, and you can see it's now perfectly get that value as a 50. Right now our age value as a 50. I hope friend it's very clear. So with this get item method, you are able to access some of the a key, and with this key you will get that a specific this key related value. And if you want to update it, okay, like here, if you want to update that name, there is name, if you want to update that age value, then how can do that work? You directly not able to update it in your local storage. So make that sure you remember it. So in your local storage, you cannot able to directly update it. Okay, that means directly update the value. If you want to update any value, then you have to reassign it again. Like I show you here right now in our local storage, into this local storage with the set item method. With the set item method, then you have to declare the key again. That's the same key name. I name it as a name. So right now you cannot able to directly update it. Only you have to replace it. So I want to replace it Aryan to the Kazi. So now that should be updated. Okay, now that should be updated. If you want to check it into the console log, okay, into the console log area here, I want to simply pass our local storage. So there is a local storage with the get item. I want to get our which things. I want to get that our name. Okay, I want to simply get that name. And now if you now that should be here. And now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now replaced it. Okay, it's now replaced. Our previous name was as a Aryan. Right now that is Kazi. Okay, now that is actually display as a Kazi. I am display it in here, so you can replace it. You cannot able to update it directly. So as I told you friend, these all that our data, that is a local storage data, it's saved in our here, right? If you want to here, that is a display into the console. And if you also go to that application, into this application, and that is a local storage, right? Here I have saved this data. If you now go, you can see it's now successfully saved both of this data. That is a key, and then that is the value. Okay friend, now there is a age I have inserted as a 50, and name I have inserted as a Kazi. And this data will be saved on here. If you remove this total browser, if you close this browser, it doesn't matter. It will be saved all the data. Like I show you, if you now click as a close, I am simply close it, and now I want to run our server again. Click as a live server again. Our server is now running, and now if you go to that inspect, into the inspect, if you go again to the application, into this application, you can see this data is already in here. So if you want to remove it, then they have the another method. Better I want to continue this process. In our next video, I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.